So I'm starting with freshly blow-dried hair after deep conditioning, and I'm actually going to run through it again with the blow dryer just to smooth it out a bit. I'm using my Thermafuse Heat Smart Serum, and I'm using a lot. And I'm just going to run this through my hair, making sure it's evenly distributed over all of my strands and on the ends of my hair. And I'm going to take my blow dryer on medium heat and run through my hair one more time. I just want to make sure I get my roots really good and knock out the crimps from having my hair in braids. Once I'm done blow drying, I'm just sectioning my hair into 4 sections. I always work in small sections when flat ironing my hair. And I'm just going to braid up each of the 4 sections, actually leaving one of them unbraided. That will be the first section that I start with. And I always start in the back, and the section directly in front, I just clip that out of the way. So I'm going to start by taking a very small section of hair in the back at my nape, and I clip everything else up out of the way. I'm going to take a brush and run through that section of hair just to get any tangles or snags out and to smooth it. And I pull my hair taut and then take the flat iron and I tap the flat iron at the root of my hair and slide it down. I try to do one pass when possible, but oftentimes in the back of my head I have to go over twice just because that part of my hair is much thicker and more textured than the front. So I'll go over another section with you guys. I take a small section. It's important to take small sections so that you don't have to go over your hair as many times with the flat iron. Detangle, and then I go to the root. I tap the flat iron a few times so that I don't have to hold it at the root of my hair too long. And I slide the flat iron down while holding my hair straight. And it's important to tap at the root and not just hold the flat iron at the root because you don't want to burn your scalp and you also don't want to burn your hair at the root. I go through each of the 4 sections, starting with the 2 sections in the back and then moving to the 2 sections in the front. Once I'm all done with one section, I just move back and then start moving to the front. And I do the best I can to do one pass, but occasionally I do have to do 2 passes, especially in the back of my head. And deep conditioning really does help get your hair much smoother, so it's very important that you don't leave that step out. As you can see, this is what my hair looks like after going over it with the flat iron. My ends are chewed, time to trim, and you can see the length here. This is after doing the one section in the back. And then, as I said before, I move over to the next section in the back, and this is what it looks like after doing both of those sections. And check out my shrinkage jaw after my hair is wet and then dried. Woo! Okay, so my hair is all flat ironed. And again, I need another trim because I just really haven't been taking care of my hair the way I should. But I can grab a lot of it in the back. And I'm right back to where I was, which is grazing bra strap length. I'm going to post a picture of my hair in its natural state, all dry, which is like this big. I have major shrinkage. I'm going to go ahead and trim my ends one more time because this time I'm actually going to try to take much better care of my hair in order to retain some of the length. The reason why I recorded my growth videos so many times is because I was really going through some things. Like I was considering cutting my hair off to like an inch long. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I needed some time to get my thoughts together. But now that I flat ironed it, I'm kind of like, oh, I like it again. And you can see the color. Flat ironed, it's not as vibrant, but it's still a really pretty red. Roots, I still have some red from the color. As you can see my roots, they got really flat. And that's with just one pass of the flat iron. My ends do still get really poofy, and that's because, as you can see, they need to be trimmed. Like they really need to be trimmed. But that's it. That's my hair update. Flat ironed. My hair is much healthier now. I'm really glad that I did cut off all of the heat damaged ends. Because my strands, even though they are really fine, they're much thicker now than they were before. My hair, it straightens a lot easier now. With the deep conditioning treatment, that really helps with getting your hair straight. So a lot of people ask me, how do you get your hair straight when it's really, really kinky? And that is how. It's essential that you deep condition your hair before you move on to drying and flat ironing it or pressing it, because your hair needs moisture. It needs the moisture and the protein, a good moisture and protein balance, in order for it not to swell up from the moisture in the air after you straighten it. Because when you straighten it and it doesn't get as straight as you want it to, a big reason for that is because your hair is instantly reverting as you're straightening it from the moisture in the air, because it's lacking moisture. So it's trying to take in what it's missing. So it's essential that you give your hair what it's missing before you try to straighten it, or it's going to shrink back up. That's just the nature of hair. So maintaining a healthy head of hair by deep conditioning and maintaining your hair daily is what you need to do in order to get it straight. You can see, straightened, still with texture, and it's going to fully revert. And oh, the flat iron, I'm still using. You guys, use whatever flat iron works for you. This is an H2 Pro flat iron. They don't make this model anymore, but it's a flat iron with ceramic plates, and then I have the Marcia Serum magic tape on it, which I have another video on that. But you can use pretty much any flat iron that you want to. If you add the tape, that helps a lot. Or you can get a flat iron like the Izunami is a really good one with ceramic plates and textured plates, so you don't even need the tape on that one. I would use the tape anyways. But whatever flat iron works for you is fine. I love this flat iron though. If you can find one that's similar, the FHI Runway is also similar to this one. It's actually the same model. And a good blow dryer if you're going to blow dry your hair. The blow dryer I use is, I think it's the Elcom Da Vinci, and I've had it for many, many years. And as you see, I have the attachment that is supposedly it doesn't break, it's unbreakable. So I taped it on because it didn't fit on the attachment. I just taped it on with some cute tape so that it doesn't look all ratchet. So I've been using the dryer and the attachment for years, and it's an ionic dryer. It has a cold shot. It has different settings, so you can change the force of the heat, the airflow, and you can also change the heat setting of the air. I did blow dry my hair on the highest heat setting and the highest airflow this time because I don't know why I did it this time. I normally use like the medium heat setting, or medium heat setting, and then medium to low air force. But this time I really, really wanted to get my hair super straight because I wanted to do an accurate length check, and I also wanted to make sure my hair was flat enough so when I get it braided, it's not as tedious to braid this time. And that's it. Also, the Heat Smart Serum, I swear by this. Heat protectant, and it's also good for sealing the moisture in your hair, and it makes your hair dry faster. So, and it also helps prevents reversion. So it's not just a heat protection, but it prevents humidity. This best stuff in the world. It's a dry oil, and as you can see, as much as I put on my hair, it doesn't weigh your hair down. I mean, my hair doesn't normally have body anyways because it's so fine, but it's not stringy, and my hair is not weighed down. And you saw how much I put on it, and I also put some on before I blow dried it as well, a lot on each section. So yeah, I swear by those products in order to prevent the heat damage to my hair. Again, I don't flat iron my hair often, but in order to prevent the heat damage, in order to get the results that you see. And that's it. I will talk to you all later. Thanks for watching.